come online. Thought we'd have some sparkles. Some sparkles on a Friday night. And just kind of gather our thoughts and our energy before the vagus nerve workshop tomorrow. So I haven't been online a lot because I'm actually a real healer that sees people and doesn't just write books. And a lot of people are triggered and are feeling stuff right now. So I wanted to come on because I haven't been on for the last 2 days because I've been busy with actual human beings going through stuff. Because I don't just write books about it. I actually work with one-to-one with people and in groups and have done for the last 20 years. And I wanted to share something with you tonight because my grandfather used to fly pigeons. He used to have a lot of pigeons. We call them doos in Glasgow. So he was a doo flyer. And I kept getting pigeons today. And it reminds me of one of my favourite sayings that sometimes I say to people when they're dealing with challenging people in their lives, you know, we're coming up to Thanksgiving, narcissists, sociopaths, people that you thought were, you know, serial killers, but they're not. They're just normal people walking about. They might even be your cousin or your uncle. And it kind of goes like this. You know, you don't play chess with a pigeon because they knock over all the pieces and they shit on the board. And I think that's the hidden message in that for some of us is you know, choose your engagements wisely. They used to call it choose your fights. Choose what you want to expel your energy on. Choose what you want to where you want to put your focus and your concentration. And I hope that helps. Do some good things, do some nice things, do some joyful things in the face of what you think is happening in the world. I had a staring match with a dove this morning. It was in my bird box. I have bird feeders. And they bring me a lot of joy. And it just kept looking at me. And then it would blink. And it was like we were having a staring contest. So, you know, have moments in your day that's just for you. Maybe come offline for a little. Because we don't live in the virtual world. We live in reality with nuance and subtleties and reading each other and feeling into someone's energy. And what it is to be human. And we work together. Even when we don't want to work together. to get things done. So I just wanted to leave you with that. Because I've been busy with actually people. You know, heaven forbid it's a healer that's just telling you how to heal yourself with 4 tips and tricks. You know, people's healing is nuanced. Triggering is nuanced. Depression is nuanced. But what they do is they give you a one fit all. That's why love stories are so different. Not all depression is the same. Not all sexual abuse is the same. Not all sexual assault and rape is the same. People have to let go of different aspects to heal. Yeah, someone said the tips and tricks. Yes, tips and tricks can be... someone asked me for tips and tricks once for something very serious. And my reply is always the same when I get asked for tips and tricks. Which is maybe they're not working for you. Maybe you need to do some deep excavation and pull the caveats of the dead bodies that are buried in your psyche out of the ground. That might not even be yours. They might be inherited. They might be ancestral. So, earlier I told a story and I'll finish it with it again. Because I kept getting it all day. And I know it was my grandpa, who's passed by the way, who was telling me and sending me the message of the pigeon. We don't play chess with pigeons because they knock all the pieces over and shit on the board. And I just like that, it tickles me. Because sometimes we want to get into angst, debate, anger with pigeons. But you have to recognize it's a pigeon. And then ask yourself, why am I indulging the pigeon? I mean, nothing against pigeons. My grandpa loved pigeons. Nikola Tesla's greatest love was a pigeon. He would have married a pigeon if he could. So, you know, take some time for yourself this weekend. Do something joyful. Do something that is sharing with your friends or community. Go for a walk with some people. Take the dogs out. If you don't have a dog, go borrow a dog. You know, and watch maybe an old movie. And know that we always come together. Just like this country tries to live up to its ideals, it doesn't get it right a lot of the time. But we're moving, we've put the rudder in the water and we're moving towards it, whatever that thing is. And it's getting better because a lot of things used to be so hidden. so draped behind polite society and etiquette and underhand and Machiavellian. Still is, but things are getting flushed out. You know, I was working with someone this week and I told them something that I knew was happening or going to happen in their life with family members who were doing something very underhand. And that person said to me, I just don't like to think the worst of people. I says, is that what you think I do? I'm tapping into reality. This is what your family are going to do. Not because I'm thinking the worst of them, because I know it's afoot. And I'm connecting to what is afoot. The truth. You might be denying the truth, but the truth just is. That's what they say, right? There's 3 sides of the truth. That person's point of view, that person's point of view, and what actually happened, the truth. So let's all focus in on the truth. And take a breath. Because as you get older, you always know that things always come out. Things always come out in the wash, they used to say. And I've seen it. No matter where we're at in history, things always come out. But I want you to be very careful with your central nervous system. Be very careful with your breath and how shallow you're breathing right now, and being scrolling, crunching your thyroid, watching your phones. Yes, the truth does not stop being the truth just because you change the details in the story, someone just said. I've actually seen things happen when people have tried to forge the truth. When the ancestors or something comes forward from, you know, other things that brings forward the truth. So, take a breath, take a break, take a pause, pull back your focus from this that's trying to pull you in, and do something a little special for yourself this weekend. You know, be thankful. Maybe give thanks to yourself that you can put it down. You can put down the phone and walk away from it. Sometimes it's not the kids we need to worry about. Sometimes it's the adults that I see. I can walk into a house and the kids are talking to me, but the adults are on the phone. And the kids roll their eyes. Because there's nothing more uncool than seeing adults glued to something when they don't have that addiction. So just wanted to come on and share the pigeon story. And I'll post it. Hopefully it'll help you. and have a little bit of levity, because, you know, it's Thanksgiving next week and we'll gather. Maybe you don't want to gather. Maybe you'll be forced to gather. That's the other thing that Ram Dass used to say. Oh, you think you're spiritual until you go and spend a week with your family. You think you've got a practice until you need to be around your family. That's the same as healers. Ask a healer what their relationship is with their mother and father. Or their relationships. Yeah. Yeah. Those are the relationships that you have to work with, right? It's easy to throw away friends. Neighbours, people you don't like. It'll always still come up in a family member. There's no way out of the software, you know. It's sophisticated. So, love you, and I'm going to leave you. Mwah! Good to see you. Bye.